Today, I'm hoping that we can indulge in some blatant, unadulterated consumerism by talking about our dream drum sets. This is like the classic drummer conversation, and really that's kind of all there is to this video. I just want to know, what's your dream kit? So you can start writing it out in the comments right now and we can keep chatting. I want to know, mostly about the drum set itself, but tell me what your dream snare is, what about your dream cymbal setup, all of that. Now, I actually have a couple things that I want to share with you as well, but I should preface all of this by saying that I'm in the incredibly fortunate position to currently own several of my dream sets. I mean, right now I'm sitting behind a 60s Oaklawn era set of Camcos that just sound awesome. I also have made a video about this. This one was a long story, but I've got my exotic DW Santa Monicas. This was a dream drum set of mine since the very beginning. I also have a vintage Marine Pearls Jazz Series set of DWs. And then, more important, and better than both of those, I have a drum set that my dad made for me in bop sizes. This is Alaskan Yellow Cedar made by my dad. There are videos on all of those drum sets if you're interested in hearing them or interested in the stories behind them. But all of that to say that, again, I feel incredibly fortunate to have amazing, amazing drum sets. Yet, there are still a couple of kits out there that hover in the back of my mind. Now, who knows if I'll ever end up with either of these kits, but again, they just sort of stick there in the back of my mind. So one of them is much more realistic than the other, and I'll start there. The first kit that, who knows, I may get down the line would be, I think, a green sparkle Lwig classic maple. And I think the sizes would be 20, 12, 15. That seems to me like it would just be a really easy to work with kit, and I have always had really great results using classic maples. I've always really enjoyed classic maples and Ludwigs just in general. I kind of moonlight with Ludwigs, even though most of the time I'm playing DWs. So that would be kind of my first dream drum set. That's honestly a much more realistic kit, but just sort of at the point where I don't know if I should be inviting more drum sets into my life at this point. But in any case, that's one that sticks in my mind. And then the other one, much more interesting and much more exotic and much more rare, there is one specific kit that's out there, and it is I believe it is a 6-piece Krav, and it's in Cadillac green, and it was owned at one point by Matt Chamberlain. I'll see if I can get photos up on the screen right now, but that kit, I believe, was owned by Steve Maxwell at one point. It was owned obviously by Matt Chamberlain. It was owned by someone else at some point, and then I think Steve Maxwell bought it from them. And then I don't know who owns that kit right now. I'm sure it's incredibly valuable, and man, if it ever came up for sale, that would be a painful moment trying to decide whether or not to spend the 10 grand or whatever it's gotta be for a kit like that. So that kit is out there somewhere, and that is kind of in the back of my mind as like my dream drum set. But again, I feel incredibly fortunate to have the kits that I have, and I love playing all of them. So again, now I turn the question on you. I want to know in the comments, and I absolutely read every single comment on every one of my videos. I want to know, what is your dream drum set? And you can get into as much detail as you want. Let's just imagine that you just won the Guitar Center Drum Off, if you recall that from back in the day. And my understanding was, correct me if I'm wrong here, but my understanding was that when you won the Drum Off, you basically had an instant endorsement deal with any cymbal company, with essentially any cymbal company of your choice, any drum company of your choice, stick company, etc. But let's say you just won the Guitar Center Drum Off, and you get to choose your full set of cymbals, full set of drums, snare, what have you. I want to know as much detail as you're willing to go into, and for fun, if you want, you can also include the price, which I know can be painful sometimes, an exercise in frustration, but that's the sort of thing that I feel like interests us drummers as well. Who's got the most expensive build out? So there you go, that's pretty much all there is to this video. Just want to know what your dream drum set is. And how about this? Whatever kit seems most interesting to me at the moment, I will pin at the top, and I will keep that rotating as more and more kits start coming in. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the comments.